guys, it's August 31st. Sheep unit opens tomorrow. Got the Jeep truck all loaded down. Got the Stone Glaciers, Permafrost, Bow. All we need is to go get Joseph from school.
Some bills for bears must be. All right. So, what time is it?
6:33.
6:33. Toby picked me up at like 4:40 from class. Drove all the way here. Ate way too much McDonald's for dinner. Trying to load up on the calories though. We got about 6 miles, 3,000 feet of elevation, 3,500. About 3,500 feet elevation. Good deal. Smoky as hell, so it's gonna get dark early. But we're gonna see if we can make it all the way to the top. Set up camp for the night.
How are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Just getting a start?
Yeah,
Oh, all right. There's a couple up there.
Oh yeah.
You gonna get them?
See any nice rams?
I didn't see. No, what are you looking for?
A legal ram.
Rams? Okay. No, we didn't go that high.
Alright.
Yeah, no, we were. We saw some elk tracks, but
Oh really?
You guys over this way?
straight up.
Straight
trail.
up. Alright. Now we gotta go over the top of Rams one tonight.
Oh man, you got a journey.
We did it Saturday. It wasn't too bad. I had class till 5, so.
You going that way? Up the ridge?
Now up the trail, we'll go to that kind of 4-way.
Right.
And then we'll hit that right. And head all the way up. Hopefully we can make it.
You can follow that ridge up, and it kind of
Yeah, I was looking at that the other day,
plateaus,
but I didn't
and
know how good
it'll
a path
it'll
it would
take
be.
you. He's taking it up there.
Might be a
It'll
way.
take you most of the way, and it's fairly level.
But right up, we got right below Ramshorn by taking this ridge up.
Really?
Took us 2 hours to get there.
Really?
There was sheep ahead of us in the trail.
Yeah, we saw them up
That's what we were
the
following
bridge on Saturday.
through the
Probably stick to this trail for the week. We'll probably get stuck in the dark for quite a bit of it. That might be a good way for packing out if
Sure.
somehow we get one.
Yeah.
Somehow we find a legal one, but who knows?
And then the
Right.
fun of retrieving.
It's the
Yeah.
journey.
Young though, that's good. That's what I used to.
No, we got a 2.5 day hunt plan because we got I think a noon cutoff, and then we're ditching out. And if we're not successful, we're driving to Yellowstone to go over towards Beaver Creek on that 362 unit for elk. So,
Well, good luck, man.
Hope it works out good.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have a good day.
All right,
Yeah.
you too, man.
Oh, why did I click this?
All right, let's see.
All right, trail update. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. Made it 2.16 miles, and I don't know. Any idea how much elevation we climbed?
We're at about 8,500 right now.
And we left from about a little under about 6,900.
Yeah.
So about what, 1,600 feet?
1,600
1,600 feet of elevation. And we hauled. I think we may have outdone ourselves and worn ourselves out a little bit. Now the fun part happens because it's a decent climb up here, but not too bad. Only 1,500 feet over 2.16 miles apparently. And now it actually starts getting steep. So 8,500. We gotta hit 10,300. So there's 500, 1,000, about 1,800 more feet, and then we got to crest over that and drop it down about 1,000 to where we can camp. So that should be fun.
About a half hour till dark.
Yeah, light's actually doing well. That got out of my lab about 30 minutes early, so that sure helped. And then yeah, I think the thousands of calories of McDonald's, the enough caffeine to kill a horse between the two of us. And the Advil we took at the truck helped. But hopefully it gets us up. We might, who knows, we could hit the top before it gets totally dark, but I don't know. We'll check in later. All right, we're still not to the pack, to the peak. We got a ways to go still, but as you can see, we're struggling with the smoke here. Saturday we were up here scouting, and we had Oakley with us, you know, the 13 member, and we left the top I think at like 7:10, and made it all the way back to the truck in an hour and 50 minutes. No, I think we made it back there at 8:50, so about an hour 40, and it was just getting about as dark as it is now then. And what time is it now?
8:31.
It's 8:31, and it's already pretty dark. You can see how smoky it is, and it's not quite dark enough to break out the headlamps yet. Probably gonna have to do that in another half mile or so, or maybe a mile. And yeah, no, we're making do though. Moving pretty good. I tell you what, guys, what though, if you don't have some nice trekking poles, you got to get some. My first hunt with them, and the sissy sticks is where it's at. It makes it so much easier. We're flying up this thing compared to last time when I didn't have him and he wasn't using his. But yeah, we'll check back in when we get to the top. Stay tuned. All right, now I'm probably blinding you guys here, but we just summited the peak here, 10,300 feet-ish. Maybe a couple feet shy. Took us how long?
Right at 3 hours.
Right at 3 hours. You got miles on your watch or no?
Yeah, I don't know how to run that.
We're not quite smart enough to do that yet. We haven't been tracking ourselves on Onyx this time, but if I remember right, when we scouted it, it was like 6 miles ish, right around there. We actually made pretty good time. We honestly didn't think we'd make it all the way, but now we get a drop about 1,500 feet of what we just climbed to go down the other side and set up camp. And yeah, no, but it's fun. I'm dead, tired, and my legs are killing me, but we're having a blast. Check in later. All right, we made it off the top finally. Had to spent about 15 minutes walking around trying to figure out how to do it in the dark, because we haven't done it before. We just spent up to the top. Ended up having to take our packs off and jump off about a 4.5 foot ledge and hand our packs down. But we made it. Hopefully in the daylight there's an easier way out, but we'll see. I'm sure we'll make do. Yeah, just headed down the hill now, trying to get to the bottom and get in the trees and find a nice place to set up camp for the night and get some sleep. Anything to note?
I don't think so.
Well, that's about it. All right, well, we dropped off the edge, hiked down a little ways, found a nice place to camp for the night, and we're gonna set up camp now. Yeah. Ooh.
Chasing the so-called American dream's getting harder every day. I spend most of my life in a traffic jam. The other Lord, I'm working away. I'm taking pills for headaches and heartburn, high blood pressure and stress, taking a big toll on my body and soul for a little bit of success. Been like this for way too long. Time to change the situation. Gonna give the boss man a call right now, 'cause I'm taking me a long vacation to a place where I can hear the bugle of a big bull elk and the howl of a lonesome wolf. Go fly fishing for browns and rainbows, wading the stream, setting the hook in the middle of the high country where there ain't nothing tame. I'm gonna bring my stress level back down up on a mountain range. I get a peaceful, easy feeling walking through a grove of aspen trees as a mountain wind brings a new season and changing the color of the leaves. The awesome beauty of this place takes away life's troubles and strains. The shadows grow as the sun sets low high on a mountain range. It's the place where I can hear the clash of two fighting rounds and the growl of a mountain lion.
All right, well, sorry if I might be a little bright. Might be better. We got camp set up. Took us a little bit. First time doing them in the dark in a while, and we're beat. So, what time is it? You got a time? You got a time on you? It's 10:50. We left the truck at, I want to say like 6:40. 6:40. So we made it to the top in 3 hours, and then it took us a while to figure out how to get off the top in the dark. Hadn't done it before. We probably should have scouted that out a little better the other day. But now camp set up. I'm tired, ready for bed, and no trees, but it is bear country, so we've got the packs downwind, probably 100 yards or so, and marked our territory around them, if you know what I mean, and put the rain flies over them, and should keep them dry. And yeah, we'll get back to it in the morning. Tomorrow's September 1st, and opening day of sheep hunt, and
Time to go kill a big ram.
time to go find a legal ram and kill it. Yep. Well, check in tomorrow morning. All right, it's 5:08, September 1st. So I think we got an hour and a minute until we can shoot, if I remember right. I'll have to check on that for sure. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. If I had to guess, the winds are probably at least 60-mile-an-hour gusts, probably, with how the tent's been getting the shit beat out of it. At least. It's been pushing into us all night, and we've been hearing shit hit the tent all night too, and whether that was droplets of rain, dust, or snow, guess we'll find out in a little bit. We're gonna try to roll up as much as this stuff we can while staying in the tent. That way it kind of stays somewhat warm, and yeah, we'll let you know if it's snow or not when we get out there. All right, it's 5:54. Shoot lights at 6:09. I think the game plan is we got camp all packed up. Luckily it wasn't snow. I don't know what was making noise on the tent. Maybe dirt was blowing really hard. Gonna try to make it over to that skyline. There's another one behind it, but that close one right there, if you can see it with all the smoke. But yeah, it's pretty dark for the smoke. But so far the game plan is see if we can see some sheep and have some fun. Just walk up and down. There's a bunch of sheep. Shit on the right here. Over the edge. Oh, it's pretty young. Down the other side. myself like very soon. I see something looking across the we have a glass in Northwest. Toby turns around and goes, holy shit. And there's 20 sheep right there. If there is a ram, there's no big ones, but yeah. Making some breakfast. Got a herd of about 20 sheep right over there. 25 sheep, Toby says. And then right over here, we just had 4 mountain goats walk up on us. They're headed right for us. Doesn't work for those. Now they see us. Oh, come on, over the top. So, update. The sheep on the other side were just ewes and lamb, but our 4 little friends here keep seeming to get closer. What the fuck? We're gonna get charged by mountain goats here. Dude, they're like 20 yards away.
Leaves are turning.
Looks like we got some protective mamas.
Campfires are burning. We're gathered round in chairs. 3 generations of hunting in our veins. Talking about what might happen on opening day. Where the man's calling for southwest winds, gonna have to change my plans. Guess I won't be hunting the power line, I'm moving to the boat seat stand. Sighted in my rifle and she sure is shooting straight, but I'll meet up with the jitters, y'all. It's opening.
You guys seen any sheep? Like legal rams, not that
I've been working all summer and it's sure been hot. The tractor tore up, but I planted my plot. Deer trail running through there looks like a highway. I got my heart set on that drop time buck. There's plenty of room in the back of my truck. It's been a long year, but it's gonna be worth the wait. It's opening day. Chugged that coffee down, headed to the stand with my little man, and he didn't make a sound. Sat there till 9:15, an old dry didn't show. Saw a couple of squirrels, a fat raccoon, a possum, and a doe. Then out of the blue came a cow horn spike, and my little boy started to shake. But he manned up and took his very first buck on opening day. I've been working all summer and it's sure been hot. Tractor tore up, but I planted my plot. Deer trail running through there looks like a highway. I got my heart set on that drop top.
Just another day hunting in Montana with some breakfast guest. Hopefully it starts to warm up here pretty soon. Well, it's about 10 o'clock. We got the first nap out of the day. So there's an accomplishment. Probably one of many to come, since we didn't get camp set up till about 11 o'clock last night, and hardly got any sleep with the high winds. Surprisingly, it's still really cold, even though it's September 1st. Haven't seen a whole lot more sheep than first thing this morning. Right over here, I don't know if we can still see them or not. There's 3 rams, but they're really little rams. They're kind of through the trees over there. And just so you guys know what we came over last night, this is what we were glassing the other day when we scouted, so that's kind of what we wanted to come see today. But last night we came over at that peak right there, dropped about halfway down it and set up camp. Probably should have kept coming down to the trees to get a better wind block. And this morning we hiked down and up that, over this, and then kind of been sitting here ever since. But I mean, it's been fun so far. We've been seeing a lot of sheep, just nothing even close to being legal, but you know, it's fun. Anything to add?
I'm ready for another nap.
Ready for another nap, and then lunchtime. I was kind of hoping to be getting close to time for dinner and set up camp, but apparently not. Check back in later. Well, it's finally starting to warm up. It's almost noon here. It was my lunchtime. Toby's giving me shit, calling me a fat fucker. Said he was gonna wait at least another 11 minutes because it was 11:49 before he had lunch. Well, it's been about 2 minutes into my lunch. Somebody's already eaten. So yeah, don't know how that one works. Kind of a hypocrite, I think.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not a great lunch today anyways, just bars. Our good lunches tomorrow. Gotta hit up the Peak Refuel tomorrow. But so it's almost noon. About an hour and a half ago, maybe a little over, we heard 2 shots over that ridge here. I think they were. So maybe somebody found 1 legal ram. Who knows? But yeah, they were over that way somewhere. And then nothing's really moving. We still got about 4 or 5 sheep bedded over Toby's head right over there, and a couple small rams, but nothing even close to being legal. Based off a prior scouting trip, we've only had 1 prior scouting trip to this specific area, but they like to come into underneath these bluffs right here right before dark, and middle of the day. It seems like they don't really move too much. Definitely starting to see people come in, which is kind of odd since it's the middle of the day. To us it seems pointless, but Who knows? There's 2 people up on the ridge over there, and one of them's carrying a bow, so he must be quite the sheep hunter. I think they're older guys. Then the guy this morning, we think, is the guy that possibly shot those 2 shots off. And then there's 2 people sitting in the trees way over there still. They've been there all day, haven't moved an inch. We haven't moved too much either. Just been going up and down the ridge in different angles and glassing 360 degrees. I finally got somewhat bored and ended up using the spotter and glassing the whole surrounding area. You know, just everything that's going to take us days to get to. So, but, you know, gotta have something to look at. So, who knows? We're just gonna keep sitting and moving up and down the ridge every once in a while and glassing 360 degrees around us, seeing if we can't find nothing, and try to have a good time. Hopefully it warms up here in a little bit and we can take at least 1 layer off of coats. But surprisingly, it's still kind of cold, even though it's the middle of the day. But, you know, so far day 1, you know, hasn't been too bad. We've seen a lot of sheep, and we spotted a bunch more goats finally, but way over underneath the peak we came over last night. That's about all we got to say. Unless you got anything else?
I think so.
Alrighty. Back to lunch break and maybe a nap again after that, most likely. Alright, we'll check in later. Well, as you can see, we haven't moved too much, but we've been going up and down the ridge a little bit, glassing a bunch. I mean, we've seen a bunch of sheep probably like 10-15 minutes ago again, but a lot of them we've already seen today. No eagle rams. Mountain goat just popped up over the skyline. And once again, as you can see, we're eating because we like to eat. Toby's calling me a fat fuck again because I told him 6:30 we'd start dinner. Well, I got it ready to be started at 6:20. I still haven't started it. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think, but who knows. We did get a second nap in though. That was nice.
It was a long one.
I think I might have saw a sheep about 3 miles that way. Then somebody who shall remain nameless kicked the tripod. Never did see it again. Said shall remain nameless.
I didn't say anything.
I have my boots on in my defense. Toby missed a grouse with a rock. That would have been a nice dinner to have. Is it 6:30 yet? Is that one of those like no, or you just said no and you didn't even look?
You seen me look.
Well, you went like this and you didn't even turn your wrist over.
6:25.
See, how come we can't see a sheep come over just like that right now? What was it, Saturday? They were all over right there. Maybe they'll still come in there again, because we didn't leave Saturday. We didn't leave up top, the peak up top, till like what, 7:10, I think it was. So I mean, we're hitting that time of night again. All right, 6:30. I'm making dinner. 2/3 cup, right?
What?
No, I was just talking to myself, making sure it was 2/3 cup. Oh, chicken pesto pasta. Been waiting for this since I put it in my pack like 4 days ago.
Rogue itself.
What?
100%.
It
went.
It went through. That worked. Like it actually sent when you did that, or it just went farther?
Like it went farther.
Kind of miss Oakley running around when we're making food, spilling shit everywhere. Stuff takes longer at higher elevation to boil, right? Doesn't it? It always seems like this takes longer for higher. Boil a little extra since it got all this extra flavorings of dirt.
He delivered the dough.
Here.
Let's see what I want to eat.
See, I strategically placed mine in my pack in the order that I was going to eat them.
Chicken ranch mash.
I haven't tried those ones yet. I got dibs on a bite if you make those.
Medicine Country Castle.
We eat better here than we do at home. It's kind of sad. Anybody else like that?
Peak Refill ain't got shit on chicken nuggets though.
Wait here, come out with a chicken nugget. What time is it?
Jesus Christ.
6:36. For you guys that don't know this, Toby's addicted to chicken nuggets, and he has a chest freezer full of Costco packs of chicken nuggets. Like right now, we could go home after eating this, and he'll still make chicken nuggets for dinner.
Dude, the measuring cup. It's too stupid to see it.
Right here. Yeah, you just need to see it right here. You want the thingamajigger?
Food and more.
Oh shit.
Use the opener.
Yeah, it would have been really nice if I didn't lose my waters. Probably wouldn't need to filter any water tomorrow.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind. That'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to
two hunters, not on the skyline, but the next ridge, closer, like the top of the grassy, meadowy ridge, kinda. And I wonder if those are the same two people we saw on that look at the spot and scope that were over here earlier this morning. Oh yeah, I don't think we told you guys yet, but this sheep hunt, it's just anybody can do it. It's not a draw tag, it's an unlimited tag. All you gotta do is, for a Montana resident, it's $125. There's 5 different units to choose from. For a non-resident, it's a little bit more pricey. You add a zero, it's $1,250. But honestly, I think it's worth the $125 as a resident. Just especially if you don't have points, too many points in Montana that you are worried about losing for sheep, and it's just a fun opportunity to get to go look at sheep and have the opportunity to possibly shoot one, but just go in with low expectations and main goal to be having fun. But we're only planning on hunting sheep for 2.5 days. Tomorrow's our last full day, and then Friday we gotta head out, and then we'll head over to our elk spot and hike in probably a little bit Friday night, and then that opens on Saturday, which is the 4th, I think, of September. And then we have that till probably come out Monday, unless something happens and we get a bull down a long ways away, and then we'll come out Tuesday. But we got class on Tuesday, and we got makeup labs on Tuesday too, since we kind of missed a few things for this hunt. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I'd recommend it. Maybe pick a better unit than we did. This one just worked best for our schedules and closer. Message from send to who? Oh, you got the picture though of Oakley on the couch, right? Your mom respond.
I don't think so. Put it back on airplane mode. It's not fucking in the air and then doesn't have service.
I think if you go like 4 steps in that way, you get it a little better. My hip hurts.
I swiped enough on Tinder for the day.
I'm glad I got that one right before I turned the camera off.
I'm just a traveling man, you see. Wherever this road goes is where I will be. Now catch me a ride on a boat to Spain. Tell a woman that I love her and then forget her name. And I wish I could stay for midday coffee. And I just can't get this dreaming off me. If I could find me a place to rest my mind. But Mama always said you'll get there in good time. There's some headlights.
Well, we came down from way up there a little early. Got camp set up right before dark. We just finished setting up camp. Still got to hang our packs and shit away from camp, and we're gonna do a little exploring before it gets too dark. Try to see if there's any water here. That way, save some time tomorrow. Don't have to go down to the lake on the other side. So, as you guys can see, way up there is where we came down yesterday. Camp's about halfway down that last night, about 11 o'clock, and then left this morning, came all the way up here, went over here, because that's where we were seeing most of the sheep the other day. And we did see a lot of sheep today, but just no legal rams. And then we think we might have a spring right here for water. There is a creek over here that we could get some water for making stuff in the jet boil if we needed to. But either way, I think we'll be okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we got a camp set up. We found a little creek to filter enough water out of till we need to leave, which after looking at our stuff, if I wouldn't have lost the 2 bottles of water I lost, we probably wouldn't need to filter any water, but it's still questionable. But we got the packs hanging up about 9 feet off the ground instead of 10, but in there on the downwind side of camp. But yeah, I think we're ready to go to, probably not quite go to bed, but at least go lay in our sleeping bags. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
We'll try to kill a sheep tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. Well, we got kind of a late start today. We slept in until like, I think it was almost just past 6:20 when I woke up. Then we may have laid there a little bit longer after that, but it was a lot nicer here. There's no wind down in the bottom last night, and we're on a little bit of a side hill, which kind of sucked. But no, it was nice. Slept great. Packed up camp this morning, got the packs out of the tree, obviously, and everything, and just ready to go now. What time is it? It's got to be down there
7:30.
7:30, so a little late. We're gonna climb back up to that same glassing spot, see if we can see anything, and who knows, if we don't, maybe we'll drop down the other side. It'll give us a little different view, and then also set us up better for an easier way out tomorrow. And yeah, so minor technical difficulty this morning. Had the rifle fall off my pack, but I'm sure the spur is gonna hold up. It's a pretty good mount. But yeah, we'll check in when we get up to the top, let you know what we see. Just stopping here to strip a layer off before we head down, and underneath these bluffs we went up and kind of glassed up there, ran into somebody with goat tag, and he was asking us if we've been seeing the billy that they saw the other night, which we've seen it quite a bit actually, surprisingly. And we were hoping we could go down by going up this way over here, and we tried and we bluffed out. So we're gonna try to go under those bluffs now and then get over there probably around noon or a little after, have lunch, and glass the backside down by kind of the other side of where we've been glassing this last day and a half. And yeah, saw about 5 sheep this morning, a couple goats, but nothing even close to being legal again. I think it's the same bunch of sheep we've been seeing in here last day and a half, and also the day we were scouting, kind of, they all look somewhat similar. But yeah, we'll check in later. So what do you think of the decision to side hill underneath the bluffs instead of dropping down across the bottom and just losing about, what, 500 feet in elevation and then going back up over here? What do you think about that decision?
Oh, we had to make sure there's no sheep right here.
Well, that's a fair point, because we could have missed them from
down there.
Yeah, we could have missed them from over there this morning. Well, we're gonna try to get through here if I dine, and then I think it's lunchtime after this one. Well, we finally made it to the trail we've been trying to get to for the last little bit, and took us, I don't know, how long do you think that took us to cross?
An hour
About an hour to go, about 300 yards from where we previously were. Right up there. But there's no way we were getting across those bluffs. So we got the side hill underneath them, which was a lot of fun. Definitely tore up the schnees a little bit, but that's what they're for. Thinking finding a good glassing spot and place to eat lunch is the way to go. What about you? Well, it's night 3. We're headed out in the morning, but it's about, what, 12:30, 12:45. We keep hearing sticks break right behind our tent. And luckily we haven't seen any bears since we scouted it last Saturday. But since we dropped down low, I mean, granted it could be a deer or an elk, but since we've been here, we have not seen any deer or elk in this entire unit. And it seems a little low for a goat to drop down to. So we're just checking. Haven't seen anything yet or heard anything since since Toby opened the door. But that's not saying a whole lot because I'm pretty much legally deaf. And I heard like 2 sticks break maybe over the last hour, and Toby's heard about 35. So
closer and closer.
We're just poking our heads out with a flashlight and the 10 mils just to see what's there. We'll let you know if we see anything. So I hope we don't let you know. Well, it's 6:45.
6:47.
6:47, sorry. Got the camp all packed up, as you can see, and ready to head out. But Toby's got a little bit of a funny story.
Oh, sleeping outside the tent half the night.
Yeah.
Thought we heard maybe a grizz or some shit like that. And I accidentally fell asleep with the head outside the tent and woke up and saw the stars and figured it might have been a little bit of an easy target. So climb back in the tent and closed it off.
Well, we've been glassing the bluffs and everything, seeing if anything pops out. Nothing so far, but we're gonna head down the trail and glass as we go and hit the truck and head over to the elk spot and hopefully scout some elk out tonight, and if not, at least get part way in. We'll check in with you at the truck and let you know if we see anything. Well, we finally climbed our way up out of the valley floor we dropped ourselves down into yesterday, but glassed our way out and didn't see any sheep, and if we did, it was probably going to be the same. Well, I heard of 20 to 25. They usually go over there every morning. They're probably just dropping over if I had to guess, but yeah, we made it to the 4-way intersection. We're kind of using it as a waypoint, and about a third of the way out, but it's mostly downhill from here. It took us about 41 minutes to get here, so hopefully about another hour, 20 minutes, we should be at the truck. And yeah, just stopping here for get a little bit of feel on us to make it out. And yeah, well, no use of looking at the same sheep all day. Might as well go find some elk for tomorrow. Well, finally made it back to the truck. Didn't see anything else on the whole way out. But we were betting on the times that we would get back here. Toby bet 8:40. I said 8:37. And we got to the truck at 8:36 and 46 seconds. So, pretty proud of that one. Not sure what it means yet. We didn't really bet on anything. We just bet times. But Toby did have the spot of the day so far. We got back and he managed to spot 6 coffee beers in our own cooler. Who would have thought? But spot of the day on that one. But we're gonna change into some fresh clothes, get in the truck and drive through the park and head over to our elk spot and see if we can't get in there tonight, maybe spot some, or at least set up camps somewhat in there. But yeah, we'll check in when we get to the trailhead.
Well, I don't wanna hear the good side of this goodbye. If you wanna go, baby, just leave. Don't tell me that you still care and that I'll always be special, 'cause his words don't mean a damn thing. And I hate that I'm still up, drunk as fuck, 4 a.m. writing this damn song. But I guess I'm okay, not being okay. Give it time and I'll soon move on. You said my life was too fucked up,